Hi guys, let me show you how to make this beautiful side pleated gown without a waist joining. So let's go into it. So these are my material, my pattern paper armhole. The material I will be using, my scissors, my tape, my zip, everything that I'll be using. So let's keep it aside. So this is my pattern. I've already drafted my pattern. If you want me to show you how to draft pattern, this is my pattern, just comment in the comment section and I'll bring out time to do it. So what I measured now is the length from my shoulder to the waist area. So I measured it. What I have for the front is the same thing that I will use for the back. If you look at my front is higher than my back. It is because of the dart. So I am from the armhole, I went up by 0.5 inches. Reason I'm making a sleeveless, so I don't want my armhole to show. So after marking that, I will reconnect my that leg back. So I'm now cutting it out. So the next thing we'll be doing is to work with our front bodies. So that my armhole, I still need to add allowance for joining the sleeve. It's a puff sleeve that I want to use, so I need allowance that I'll use in joining it. So I will cut it out. So as well, I will cut my shoulder. For the shoulder side, I've already added my allowance. So I'll keep the back aside. Then I'll come and draw my armhole. I want to use armhole dart. So for my pivot point, I will connect it to the armhole area. Then after which I will cut it open. Then I will close the shoulder dart in order to transfer it to the armhole. And that is exactly what I just did. So as you can see, I've transferred it. So this my fresh pattern is to extend to my gown length. I'll use tape to tape it down. So now I will measure my hip length. My hip length is 11 inches, but it varies from 9. You can still use 8.5. Depends on you. So I am a tall person, so I use 11 inches and it has been working for me. So after that, the next thing I will do is to get my hip measurement. My hip measurement is for my hip, I use hip divided by 4 plus 1 inch. That 1 inch is not for allowance. That 1 inch is for ease. You know, for your front, you have stomach, all those things that will accommodate it. So I normally add 1 inch each time I'm sewing my gown for only the front too. Now I go ahead to mark the length of my gown with the hem. So this is the length of my gown. Now the next thing I will do is to impute that my hip measurement that I got. I will put it back here and connect it. It's just like a straight line. Connect it back. Then use your straight ruler to connect to your hip, from your waist measurement to your hip. You see this line there? Ignore it. So the next line that I mark now is my dart line, the center dart line. I extend it down to my hemming line, and length of my dart is 5 inches. That is what I measured, and I connect it back to the dart leg. So ignore that line, it was a mistake. So cut it out. After cutting it out, then we'll continue. So from the waistline, I go down by 3 inches after which I will connect it to the center dart line. So after connecting, I try to mark out my line very well. So the next thing I will do is to measure what I have from my hip to where the intersection is. I measure what I have 1.125. So I'll go over to my neck side. My neck depth is 6 inches and the neck width, I go in by 2 inches. Then I'll connect. I want it to be a form of a V-neck, but not really, it will be somehow curvy. So cut it out. So cut open the armhole side. So I label it the front side. So after cutting, I will keep it aside. Then let's work with our back pattern. So what I'm measuring now is the zip allowance. You know, back has zip allowance of 1 inch. So I try to extend it. After which I will mark out my hip length of 11 inches. I will connect it. So I will mark out the length of my gown with the hem. So the next thing I will be doing is to measure my hip measurement. For back, hip divided by 4. Now I'm not adding any extra 1 inch. 1 inch is only for the front because of the stomach. So I will connect it. So I'll connect my waist to the hip length. You know, for the back, you need back tightening. So that's what I'm connecting back. From your waist, you go in by 0.5. You connect it back to the hip line. So for that armhole, I still need 0.5 allowance, 0.5 inches that I will use to join my cup sleeve. So after which I will cut it out. So from your waist side, so I want to extend my dart length. So I'm measuring what I have from the back zip side to the middle of the dart line. So I have extended it. So now the next thing I will do is to mark my dart length. For the back, my dart length is 6 inches. So I will measure 6, I will mark 6 inches and connect it back to the dart leg. So I came up by 1.125 and connect it to that 3 inches. You know, I came from the waist side, I came down by 3 inches. I'll connect it back to that 3 inches. So I'll now mark my center back and side back. It's important you mark all these things so that you don't do mistake while sewing. So close my shoulder dart. I'll keep it aside. Then let's work with this is our front side and back side. We are joining it together. This is the reason I didn't put that allowance. So you see that that upper part is open is because of the shaping. So I'll put extra paper and close it up. So now go ahead and measure what you have. Mine, I have 15 inches, so I'm marking 3 inch. So I'll mark both the up and down to get a straight line. So connect it. So after connecting this thing now, then I've already put down my material that I will cut. So I want to cut this material. Normally I'm supposed to fold it and cut two at once, but I don't have enough material. I only have 3 yards of material here, and like I said, I'm tall, so that 3 yards I'm managing it. So I measured what I have in order to measure and mark out my starting line. This line that I'm marking now will serve as a guide. The measurement is the length of the measurement of my paper plus 2 inches. So I'm marking it out now. Now the next thing is to start cutting. So I've cut it out. This is number 1 that I cut. You know, you have to, after luring the line, you have to mark numbers in order not to be confused. So each one is starting from this my line, because the upper parts are not equal. So once you pin it down and measure 5 inches. You can measure 10 inches depending on your material, but I'm measuring 5 inches. I am big. I don't want something that will be too big on me. So if you're a slim person, you can measure up to 10 inches. It's even the big that will even make it fine. So but I am of big size, so making it big, it won't look nice. So I'll still mark my 5 inch. I'll mark my 5 inch for all of them. So I'm done pressing everything down now. The next thing I will do is to connect that upper part. I'll connect the ones that are straight. The ones that are not straight, I will use my armhole. You see now I'm using my armhole to connect it. Those curvy parts. I need those one that is that up one. I will connect it to their curved side. So the next thing I will do is to cut it out. This hem side, this side I'm cutting now is the hem line. I don't need to add any allowance because already I've added allowance for my hemming line. But while cutting the upper side, I will add allowance, and this side now I'll add ½ inch for joining it to the front, center front and center back. So now, as you can see, you see that I'm adding ½ inch allowance to join it to the upper part. The only place I didn't add allowance is my hemming side. So after doing all these things, now you notch. So I notch from the center front. I'll go over to the upper side. I'm sure, yes. So I try to get the center point so that I will notch. Why I'm notching this thing is for the gathers to be uniform. Then I will notch that place that they meet together, that is that their intercept. I will notch it too. I still went ahead off camera to mark the center front. I notched the center front. It's very, very important. If not, you put your center front at the back or you may do mistake. So after which I proceeded in cutting the back side. You know, I didn't do the back the neck shoulder adjustment on this one. So from my shoulder I went in by 2 inches, then go down by 1 inch. I connect it. So you see I've already pinned it down. I added allowance. That place you see now, I added ½ inch allowance. Then from my side now I'm adding 1 inch. Please, if you have watched to this point, please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And to our returning subscribers, we appreciate you all. Thank you for always being there for us. So I've already notched that place that they intercept together. Now what I'm doing is to transfer my dart. This is the easiest way to transfer your dart. So use your pin, pin it down, let it come to the other side. Pin the 4 places. Now as you turn to the other side, you are seeing your pin. Now use it to mark out your dart. It will make your dart straight. You will not have any issue after sewing. You start marking your dart again. Just mark it like this. Then remove your paper. I'm trying to pin it out. Remove the pins. Okay, I notch the center back. Then I remove the pin. If you remove the pin, if you remove the paper, you see your pin now, the head of your pin now. Mark the other side too. So with this, you are done with your dart. So I will go ahead and cut other ones. Add your allowance. Please don't forget to add allowance. Make sure you add all the necessary allowance that you need. So we are done cutting. Watch out for part 2 for the sewing part of it. Thank you for staying up to this moment. Bye.